A safe house, a warning, and a man who keeps saying she's not a target, while everything around her proves otherwise. Sienna didn't move. She stood frozen in Marcus's office, her pulse thundering in her ears, her breath caught somewhere between her lungs and her throat. "Pack a bag," Marcus repeated, voice low, controlled, dangerous. "We're leaving the penthouse." Her mouth went dry. "Leaving? Why? What happened?" Marcus didn't answer immediately. He stared at his phone, jaw tight, eyes sharp with a focus that made her stomach twist. Finally, he looked up. "Security caught the same figure near the building again," he said. "Different angle. Closer." Sienna's skin prickled. "Closer how?" "Close enough to see your window." Her heart dropped. She grabbed the edge of the desk to steady herself. "Why would someone be watching me?" Marcus stepped toward her, slow and deliberate. "Because you're connected to me now." That doesn't explain anything. It explains everything. She hated when he did that. Spoke in riddles, gave half answers, acted like she should already know the rules of a game she never agreed to play. "Marcus," she said, voice shaking, "I need the truth." He stopped in front of her, close enough that she felt the heat of him, close enough that she had to tilt her chin up to meet his eyes. "You want the truth?" he asked. "Yes." His gaze didn't waver. "Someone is watching you because they want leverage over me." Her breath caught. "Leverage? Yes. Why me?" "Because you're new. Because you're close. Because you're not protected yet." Her pulse spiked. Protected from what? Marcus didn't blink. "From the people who want to hurt me." She stared at him, stunned. "You're saying someone is targeting you through me?" "Yes. That's insane." "It's reality." She shook her head. "I didn't sign up for this." "You signed a contract." "I didn't sign up to be a target." Marcus's jaw tightened. "You're not a target. You're a message." Her stomach twisted. "That's worse." He didn't deny it. He didn't soften it. He didn't lie. He simply said, "Pack a bag." Sienna's voice cracked. "Where are we going?" "A safe house." "A safe house?" she repeated, incredulous. Like witness protection?" "Not exactly." "Then what?" Marcus stepped closer, lowering his voice. "Somewhere no one can get to you." Her breath shook. "Why do you care so much?" His eyes darkened. "Because you're under my protection." That's not an answer. It's the only one you're getting. She wanted to scream. She wanted to throw something. She wanted to demand the truth he kept dancing around. But she also wanted to live. So she nodded. Marcus exhaled slowly, as if he'd been holding his breath. "Good. We leave in 10 minutes." Sienna rushed to her room, grabbed her duffel bag, and threw in whatever she could reach. Jeans, sweaters, toiletries, chargers. Her hands shook the entire time. She didn't know what terrified her more. The idea of someone watching her, or the idea of leaving with Marcus. She zipped the bag and stepped into the hallway. Marcus was already waiting. He'd changed into a black coat, dark jeans, and boots. Still polished, still expensive, but less formal, more dangerous. He took her bag without asking. She didn't fight him. "Let's go," he said. They stepped into the private elevator. The doors closed. The descent was silent. Too silent. Sienna's nerves buzzed. "Is this normal for you?" Marcus didn't look at her. Define normal. Being watched, being targeted, having safe houses. "Yes." She stared at him. "That's not normal." "It is for me," she swallowed. "Why?" He finally turned his head, eyes locking onto hers. "Because power comes with enemies. And you have a lot of power. And a lot of enemies." She shivered. Marcus noticed. He didn't comment, but his jaw tightened. The elevator opened into the underground garage. Dim lighting, concrete walls, rows of luxury cars. A black SUV waited near the exit, engine running. A man in a suit stood beside it. "Mr. Blackwood," he said. "Everything is ready." Marcus nodded. "Good." The man opened the back door. Marcus gestured for Sienna to get in first. She hesitated. "Who is he?" "Security." "What's his name?" "Does it matter?" "Yes." Marcus's eyes flicked to her, surprised by her insistence. "Evan." Evan gave her a polite nod. "Ma'am." Sienna climbed into the SUV. Marcus followed, sitting beside her instead of across from her. Too close, too warm, Too much. The doors shut. The SUV pulled out of the garage. Sienna stared out the window as the city blurred past. Neon signs, traffic lights, pedestrians bundled in coats. New York looked different from inside a bulletproof vehicle. Colder, sharper, more dangerous. Marcus watched her. She felt it. Finally, she said, "You're quiet." "So are you." "I'm thinking." "About what?" "About how insane this is." Marcus didn't disagree. Instead, he said, "You're safe with me." She turned to him. "You can't promise that." "I just did." "That doesn't make it true. It makes it my responsibility." She stared at him, stunned by the intensity in his voice. "Why?" she whispered. Marcus didn't look away. "Because I don't let people under my protection get hurt." "That's not an answer. It's the only one you're getting." She exhaled shakily. "You keep saying that because it keeps being true." She looked back out the window. Marcus didn't. He kept watching her. The SUV drove for nearly an hour, leaving Manhattan, crossing into Westchester County. The city lights faded into quiet suburbs, then into wooded roads lined with tall trees. Finally, the SUV turned onto a long private driveway. At the end stood a modern house made of glass and stone, isolated, surrounded by forest, lit softly from within. A safe house. Marcus stepped out first, then offered his hand to help her out. She didn't take it. He didn't force it. Inside, the house was warm, quiet, minimalist. A fireplace crackled in the living room. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooked the dark woods. Sienna set her bag down. "So, this is where we're staying?" "Yes." "For how long?" "As long as necessary." She crossed her arms. "You can't keep me here forever." "I don't intend to." "Then what do you intend?" Marcus stepped closer, his voice low. "To keep you alive." Her breath caught. "You keep saying that like I'm in danger." "You are." "Because of you." "Yes." She stared at him, stunned by the bluntness. "Then maybe I shouldn't be near you," she whispered. Marcus's expression changed. Not anger, not annoyance, but something sharper. Something that made her chest tighten. "No," he said quietly. "You stay close to me." "Why?" His jaw flexed. He didn't answer. He didn't have to. The air between them shifted. Charged. Electric. Undeniable. Sienna's pulse raced. Marcus stepped closer. Too close. Close enough that she felt the warmth of him, the gravity of him, the danger and the pull all at once. "Sienna," he said softly. Her breath trembled. "What?" His eyes dropped to her lips. Then, a loud crash shattered the moment. Glass breaking, somewhere in the house. Marcus grabbed her arm, pulling her behind him in one swift, controlled movement. "Stay behind me," he said, voice low, lethal. Sienna's heart slammed against her ribs. What was that? Marcus didn't answer. He moved toward the sound, silent, focused, dangerous. Another crash, closer. Sienna's blood ran cold. Someone was inside the safe house. They made it to the safe house, but someone was already there waiting for them. Chapter 6 continues now.